Here we are again. Resolutions, goals, dieting, exercise. Nah, I don't set resolutions because I know they're gonna fail. I don't like goals. I definitely hate exercising. And I don't like following a diet. I'm a diabetic. I am overweight. And what I do is I have a plan. Plans will work for me. Now, diets are good for some people, but they don't actually work for everybody. Exercise is really good for people, and I know that. I do like to walk, and I definitely like to ride my bicycle, or I should say my three-wheel trike. It is electric, but I do spend about 99% of my time actually pedaling, and I have it on a low gear to where I really have to work at it. But when you're going up that hill, I just need a little bit of juice. But anyway, let's get back to this New Year thing. Right now, everything on the commercials is all about exercising and equipment and all of these products out there and vitamins and minerals, and oh wow, it just gets really confusing. Have lost 45 pounds this year. I probably gained quite a bit of that and then lost it all again. But at least I'm 45 pounds less than I was last year in the beginning of the year to now. My husband went to the doctor and he put him on a 2,000 milligram salt diet and told him no extra salt because he has high blood pressure. Well, something clicked, and so when I went in for my physical the same week, I made a plan. And I'd had some problems with some medication because I was taking an insulin shot once a week, and old people's insurance, it just got really high, got way up into 200, and I just can't afford that. So then I tried another pill, and it just really was a lot of stress. Even after I talked to my doctor and told her what my plan was, it was very, very difficult. This past June, I went back to see her, and I said it wasn't working, and so we went on another pill that I had been on before, and I take it every day, and I'm okay with that. But I had gone in and told her about the no salt, and I said what I wanted to do was a low carb, low sugar, and I like a lot of the keto ideals because they do the lean meat. I can leave out the fat. The dark greens, there's a list, and you can choose the lower carb vegetables and greens, and even on the fruits. That's why I like blueberries and blackberries and raspberries, because they are lower in sugar and lower in the carbs. So the diabetic diet, and I have a couple of those books, and I even took a class, and you can eat pretty much everything, you just have it in small portions. And that's what I like, is no dieting. I can pick and choose, and I can choose healthy things and small portions, and I can lose weight. So I'm not really dieting, I'm just watching what I eat, and I'm trying to take off the pounds sensibly. As far as where I would like to be at the end of this next year, is I would like to be able to reduce the milligrams on my medication, and my plan is to not take any medication, to have the weight off and to be at a good place. I'm not real sure where that weight's going to be because I'll know, because I'll feel it. I just know that I can do this, and I've done really good this past year. And I've got family help, and I do my research, and I also do my label reading. Okay, I hate reading labels. I really did hate reading labels, and that's why a lot of the diets never worked for me. But because I was looking at the salt content, and then I started looking at the carb and the sugar and the fiber content, I'm like, oh, I can do this. You make big choices, that's for sure, and there's a lot of things, and it takes me a little bit longer when I go to the grocery store because I do look at these products and things. I buy vegetables if it's in a can and there's no added salts. I try to stay away from all of the processed meats, and I look at the frozen meals, and the salt content is just unbelievable. So I take my husband's consideration of no added salts, and it really has made a huge difference for me. My next video, I will be doing some things, label reading, and I will show you how I started comparing some things. I do have on my list, when I talk to my doctor, I was telling her that I, take care of all my vitamins, my minerals. I was going to use olive oil, small portions, read the labels. I have protein drinks like Atkins, Premier, and Slim Fast, which are high in protein, but they're very low in the sugar and very low in the carbs, anywhere from like 5 carbs and maybe 1 sugar. And I was going to be adding some chia seeds because chia seeds is also very healthy for you. I drink a lot of water, and then my husband bought me my trike last year. I really enjoy riding that. We can't go out walking in our neighborhood because the sidewalks and are so unlevel in the driveways and everything, and I have a hip issue, so that's really hard. I also have an issue that if I need to go to the ladies' room, I really don't want to be a half hour away from my house and have to try to come back to the house. That's just an old lady thing that's, we're all going to have to deal with sooner or later. Or at least hopefully you don't, but I do. I do walk fast when I go out shopping, or even when we're out doing something or whatever, and my daughter or my granddaughter is always like, Mom, Gummy, slow down, why are you walking so fast? But I try to walk fast, and I try to keep that pace going. Now around the house and everything, I'm constantly up walking and constantly doing things out in the yard with Molly, our great-grandson's dog. We've had her a couple of months. And so I go out and I even mow lawns and rake leaves, and I do all that stuff. So I really stay very active around the house. And if I sit down, it might be for a meal or maybe about 7 o'clock in the evening. Sometimes I'm like, I'm done, I gotta quit. And that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm not telling you folks out there not to go on a diet, because you have to look for what's good for you. Do consult with your doctor. Come up with a plan with her or him, and maybe they might have some recommendations. Definitely get a lot of good sleep, a lot of rest. Definitely eat well. Be choosy what you pick and eat, smaller portions. If you go out to dinner or something like that, you can always ask for a box and take half of your food off your plate, and you can always have it a little bit later on in the day for another meal. And I do that a lot. go online and you could do some research and stuff. Put in and research low carb foods, vegetables, fruits, and that way you have a place to start and to choose from. Meat, lean meats. I love chicken, tuna, salmon, beef, and try not to have more than one beef out of the week. Pork, once a week if that at all. If I do have something like today, I had black-eyed peas and I probably didn't even have maybe a fourth of a cup, and just because it's a family tradition. But you can still have these things, and this is how I do it, is I can have what I want to, and what I eat, I can just have smaller portions. I even like to eat ice cream. And if you've seen on some of my other videos, we use the Breyers ice cream, which is no added sugar or anything, and it's low in carbs. And I can have a half a cup. It's okay, because I'm trying to teach myself to eat better, eat smaller portions of meal, maybe more frequently throughout the day, because this is a lifetime for me, and eat healthy, and like I said, lose my weight. And at the end of the year, I do want to have more off, and I do want to feel much better. I don't set myself a goal, and I'm going to use that word, as to how much I want to lose during the month. I just want to lose. I would like to lose every week, whether it's a pound or 2 pounds or whatever, because those will all add up. So I don't say, okay, well, I'm going to lose 10 pounds this month, because it doesn't work, at least not for me. So I just plan out my weeks, and I weigh every Friday morning. And as of last Friday, I was 45 pounds less than when I was at the beginning of last year. And I've been real happy with that. Definitely real happy with that. If I lose another 45 pounds, yeah, that's great. I'll take anything and everything that I can, as long as I'm not gaining weight and going back to where I was at. I was in a good place in 2019 in the summertime. I was at a good low, and I was very happy with it. And after vacation, we came home, and then I became very ill in November, and so the next year was really bad for me. So basically, in 2021, June through June of 2021 is when I lost most of my weight, after I came home and started the new medication and everything, and so I kind of fell into a really good place with that. Anyway, it's a new year. If you like to set your own resolutions, good luck. Your goals, your weight, your exercising, maybe changing things and everything. We each have to find what we can work with and will help us. But do consult with your doctor as a reminder, and let them know what you plan to do. Maybe even ask them about going to different classes. If you're a diabetic, they do provide classes at some of the hospitals, maybe some of the health departments in different places. So you just kind of have to do some research. I know as for seniors, they do allow and they encourage you to come out to the plazas, and before hours you can go in and you can walk around the plaza at a nice fast pace, and that's a good safe place for seniors or for anyone. But it is, something that I do know about and everything. I don't get to do that, but I do have friends that do go out there, and they really enjoy that. Other than that, I don't like to diet. I hate exercise. I don't like setting goals. I'm making a plan. I'm making it simple. I want to eat what I want to eat. and I want to eat small portions and make good choices. I want to be happy. I want to enjoy myself. If you would like to subscribe and see some of the other videos that I have in mind, just hit that little bell. Feel free to share with family and friends, and please feel free to leave any kind of recommendations or anything that you would like to share about yourself and how you are losing weight and getting to the point to where you're happy with your body and yourself and everything. I'd love to hear from you. Catch me on the next video. I'm going to be talking about labels and how to read it my way, and how I have been benefiting for myself, and my husband benefits from it also too. Have a great new year.